Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. And here's your host, Conrad Cushman.
We were supposed to be there. Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman, and with me today, we've got Derek in the house.
What up, what up?
And we got Rob also joining us.
Yeah.
We are going to review AEW Dynamite, but before we get into that, we are going to go through the entire card from the top to the bottom. But make sure you guys do me a favor, hit that like button for me. Give it a
Delete.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Delete it. Hit the shit out of it. Let's get to some double digits in the likes.
Give it a twist of fury. Yeah.
Damn it. With that being said, though, if you guys watch this after the fact, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. I will get back to you. We did a great review of ECW. We did a retro review of Living Dangerously 2000. Just responded to all the comments on that. So leave a comment down below. I will get back to you. I want to hear your thoughts on AEW Dynamite. And at the end, we will talk a little WWE WrestleMania stuff if you guys want. I know I haven't really talked about it recently, and you guys probably got some questions. So save that for me. But let's talk some AEW. Now, tonight's show kicked off a little bit differently. We had JR, Taz, and Excalibur on commentary. A little bit of a different commentary team. Anybody got thoughts on the flavoring of this one? It was something a little bit different.
No, I thought it was good for a change of pace. You know, get Taz on there once in a while. You know.
And I always enjoy Taz.
Taz is so different, man.
It's Taz.
Taz is just different. The rants, I mean, it's there sometimes, and other times Taz just makes me laugh. I don't know. Taz is Taz. That's all I could say. Chat, we got some people in the chat. Let me give some quick shout outs before we start the matches. Original Biggie, what is going on? My man Nelson's in the house. PR Nightmare. Thomas Poster, what is going on? Good evening to you, sir. My man Sean's in the house. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. We're going to be recording tomorrow for his podcast, so make sure you guys are subscribed to his channel, his podcast. Show him some love, and you guys will get to hear me on an episode. We usually do a lot of the retro reviews from the early 90s, going back to our days as kids, so make sure you guys check that out. Chris DeZuba is in the house. What is going on? Yeah, Chris DeZuba said that would have been such a good live show. Glad you guys got to be there. Oh wait, you weren't. Come on, Chris. Why you rubbing it in, bro? Prince Rockstar is in the house. My man Chris Matthews is in the house. What's good? Prince Locke is also in here. R-Dub is in the house. Casey Briggs is in the house. Is this an empty arena review? Yes. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is. But I've got some good things to say about this. Let's start off with the Cody promo in the very beginning. Cody comes out rocking the jacket. This felt so Triple H-esque to me.
Yeah.
Very different. Very different for this.
Trench coat mafia.
Yeah. But I feel like Cody knows, like, he's he's like the official head of AEW when I think of all the EVPs.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He just has the look to him. He presents himself very well. He did a good job in speaking in this role. He talked about the coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever the hell you want to call this shit. It's terrible right now.
It's some bullshit is what it is.
But I do feel that the people will get through this if we band together. Cody said something very similar. But I'm glad that we have each other during these times to at least talk wrestling, take our mind off of all this. This is like stressing me out at work. I'm sure it's stressing these two out at work. Same stuff, man. Everybody's affected by this, so hopefully no one has any issues. I did put a thread out on Twitter today to have people promote themselves, indie wrestlers, video game makers, artists, whatever. Some of you guys in the chat know you were part of it. Really hope that everybody can just support each other, show some love.
Wash your damn hands.
Hashtag wash your hands.
You should have always been washing your hands. People remember that. Cody brought up a good part, though. He transitioned from like a very serious promo to what it was about to blood and guts. And I like it because he made that like seem very serious. And he started talking about the Elite and brought up his relationships with Matt Jackson and what happened to Nick last week. He brought up how he doesn't know where Hangman Page stands. And he even brought up the fact that him and Kenny don't always get along. And I like that. It was real because of the feud they had, what was it, 2 years ago now, Rob? 3 years ago? It was a while ago.
It was a while. Yeah. Maybe 2-3 years, yeah.
You know, the Bullet Club is fine battle. So, very, very good stuff here.
Kind of ruined New Japan.
A little bit. We got Haku came back, so I'm not mad. Bring back Ming.
It was such a big missed opportunity, though.
Yeah. I like it, though. They did some good stuff. Hangman Page comes out. He comes out with a drink in his hand. Knock it off. Hangman Page comes out with a drink in his hand.
Number 4 for me tonight.
Chill. We're not keeping count. He comes out, and they ask him, like, hey, do you have our back in the match? And Hangman Page doesn't say anything, but he just holds up his shot glass and keeps it moving and goes right to the back still. Still the dissension, but he's also saying, like, I'm there. Derek really thinks it's over. So you think next week this is done? I need a bold prediction from you because you've been talking crazy. So next week it implodes.
This beginning to end, bro. Come on.
I don't think so.
I'm with Rob. I don't think so.
I'd say he's going to be a conquering babyface.
I said the same shit about Edge.
All right, we'll see. We got some new people in the chat. B-Boy Skyline is here. Sean Harrington, Malik Murray. What is going on, boys? Sick is also in the house. What's going on, Sick? Appreciate you joining us tonight. Yeah, dude, just wild stuff. So Paige has said he is with them. There's still a man down. What are they going to do? Nobody knows. Now, we cut to ringside. Tony Schiavone is there. I thought he wasn't going to be there at first. And he's ringside talking to MJF. MJF is doing his usual shtick, being a jerk. And he starts talking to him. He's like, yeah, I don't have to wrestle tonight. I saw the purses for tonight. It's not that big. I don't need to be out there. And then Shawn Spears and him are exchanging money. He said, whoa, wait a second. Are you two gambling? And this is in Daly's place at Jacksonville where they had the New Year's show. Tony Khan's family owns the arena. And he's sitting there gambling. And Tony Schiavone said, are you two gambling? And he said, no. Why would you assume we're doing that, Tony? And then he puts his hand over the mic and he's like, you want to get in on this? And Tony starts saying, yeah, it sounded like. So they did some really good stuff. So MJF and Shawn Spears are in the crowd. So it's not completely dead. The wrestlers are out there. Because this is an empty arena show. Nobody's allowed in. No fans are at ringside. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, I thought they did a good job masking it. Because for half the time, I really forgot that nobody was there for a little bit.
I don't know. I feel like they did a good job with actually putting talent into the crowd.
Yo.
It helped.
Yeah.
It helped the ambiance of the show. Because what was that? What was it? SmackDown Raw they just did?
Yeah.
It was weird. You had... when Austin came out, he was going up to the turnbuckle talking to the crowd. It just felt weird, like he was talking to nobody.
Yeah, I don't know. They just haven't put on these good shows, and I think Daly's place is open, right?
Yeah.
I think that affected it too a little bit. WWE's is so quiet, you can hear a pin drop when they're doing their shows, and this felt like nothing's happening, but you're kind of outside, so it's just like boom, boom, you hear the mat, and okay, all the sound's just traveling out. Just me, maybe it's just the acoustics of the arena, but we start off with all the gambling and stuff. We see Wardlow's back there, Tully Blanchard. So it's all the heels on one side just sitting there laughing. Brandy Rhodes was the ring announcer tonight. No Justin Roberts. I miss Brandy in this role a little bit. I thought she was always a pretty good ring announcer.
I thought so.
Styles.
Peace.
No, she was good in that role, though.
Yeah, I liked her in that role. Sean Harrington comes in and says, AEW proved with some actual effort you could put on a full card show to entertain. WWE, they do everything half-assed and expecting fans will just watch regardless of the effort they put in.
I kind of disagree with that point.
Oh, go ahead, Rob.
Under the circumstances, what do you expect them to do? If they made the effort to actually put on the show, they could have just did nothing.
But they could have put people in the crowd too. I mean, Derek was saying that from the beginning when we were watching Raw and stuff. Like, why can't you just put a couple people in the crowd or do something different?
Yeah, I agree with that, but still, they went out there and they went and showed the old Elimination Chamber match and the Royal Rumble match and whatever. They still put on matches on there. They didn't have to do anything.
Let's see here. Casey said, I love that they had other wrestlers out there being able to cut to them for their reactions for the matches was solid. I like it.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it helped with the actual show. Helped it feel like an actual show. It kind of felt like an old Impact show.
R-Dub said she also vowed to never ring announce again. I don't remember that, but I wouldn't be surprised if we could find that somewhere.
Hey, but you gotta take one for the team.
I think she did say that.
She might have, but either way, I thought she did a good job tonight.
Yo, peace, sick.
And never say ever. Never say never in the wrestling business, too. Best Friends versus Lucha Bros is the first match. Darn it. This was a good one. Best Friends come out. Lucha Bros are out there as well. Lucha Bros get all the pyro still.
Yeah.
It was nuts, man. Nuts. Oh, and I forgot to mention that they did the Dynamite pyro, too, which was really good. I forgot to bring that up with Kenny. But everybody still had their pyro. Entrances were not altered, really, at all for this. Orange Cassidy comes out. He's randomly sitting at the announce desk, not saying a word with his feet kicked up. And they didn't know if he was asleep half the time or not. Then we see Lance Archer and Jake the Snake make their way into the crowd. Like, a lot of little things were happening throughout this match. We're like, where the heck did Lance Archer and Jake the Snake come from? So they're sitting out there. And then on the other side, we see Joey Janela's out there, Sonny Kiss, and Colt Cabana. Wow. And I like that they had the baby faces on, like, the one side and then the heels on the other. Just a different dynamic. So I like that. Best Friends. So they get their big comeback spot. I love this. Usually they go in for the hug. They tease it, and then they stop, and then they touch elbows.
Social distancing.
That's right. Excalibur put that over really well for them. Really good, but they end up losing. The Lucha Bros outsmart them with a kick to the parts unknown, we'll say. They use a low blow tactic for the package pile driver stomp. 1, 2, 3, the Lucha Bros get the win. And Tony Schiavone is right there to cut a promo afterwards. Like, what happened? What was going on in all of this? And Trent can't speak because he's the one who got low blow. So he's like, I'm not talking. And Chucky T gets on there and he's just like, you know what? You kicked my friend in the, I'm not even going to say what they let him say on TV.
The nether regions.
Yeah. He gets busted for that, and then afterwards they challenged him to a street fight next week, and they said maybe it'll be in a parking lot, maybe it'll be in the street, but they want to fight the Lucha Bros. So we're gonna get the Best Friends Lucha Bros in a rematch in a street fight. I think this could be really good. Do you think that they can brawl in this one?
Yes.
It'll be weird to see them in like regular clothes too. Did Pentagon ever do that in Lucha Underground?
What, regular clothes?
Yeah, did he ever fight like Vampiro or someone in regular clothes? I can't remember, but this will be something different.
Vampiro was kind of wearing like casual clothing, but yeah. But for this match though, I feel like they did the right thing by having the Death Triangle win.
Yeah.
In a dirty tactic, because it keeps the best friends looking. It keeps them looking credible, and it helps get the Death Triangle over as like a heel faction. Yeah,
for sure. Shout out to Queen of NE who is in the chat. What's going on, Queen? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you.
She about to tear me.
No. Oh, this is a different Queen. Queen of the Indies is Tiffany. This is my girl Queen from Brainbuster Radio.
The Queen of NE.
That's right. She had a dope podcast drop today. Make sure you check that out. So we get to the street fight. Next up, we have a match, a fatal 4-way with the ladies. I did not know what to expect out of this one. So we get a women's division match. We have Penelope Ford with Kip Sabian out there versus Rio, Chris Statlander, and Sheeta in this match. Rob, I'm going to come to you first. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was better than what they normally do with the women's division. There was some parts in there where it was Penelope Ford mostly. She was kind of off cue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I kind of get that too because you're used to feeding off of the crowd, and maybe she was like I don't know, she was just like maybe nervous in front of her peers and stuff like that. But there was a couple of different spots like where they did that whole top rope Hurricane Rana spot. She came off and she kind of missed hers, and then Rio fixed hers, and then Sheeta did the right thing and hit the drop kick. Yeah. So we don't do none of that silly shit.
Yeah, honestly, I when you look at it, she went like it looked like she didn't open her legs wide enough to do it, or maybe Chris Statlander was just in a different kind of spot.
I don't know what happened. Something just went wrong with it, but I think she redeemed herself on the Poison Rana though.
Yeah, she did.
She did a really good job on that. So,
but this is her first match on live, right?
I think
she had that match on the cruise.
Yeah, she's had a couple matches, but she hasn't been put in a feature spot. So this was good to see her on TV because a lot of fans, even in the chat, I've heard complaints like, "Where's Penelope Ford? Give her a chance." Casey's yelling her name in the chat now. Penelope.
She's a bad girl.
Prince Rockstar said this was a good women's match. In his opinion,
it was. It was one of the better ones they've had.
Mm-hmm. But they're so erratic with everything that they do.
Six said her drop kick off the top rope. She definitely hurt her ass bone.
Yeah.
That's. Anybody
messes up once in a while.
No, yeah, I just think that she took that landing kind of hard. But you know what? I wasn't worried about this. I thought Penelope did a good job in this one. Kip Sabian played his role. Man, how many times is Kip Sabian gonna get beat up by everybody though? I feel bad for him.
Should have stole Joey's girl.
This is a fact. Shout out to Smart to Death too. He's coming back at 10:30 tonight, so I got to show him some love. He put on Twitter, put Joey Janela on commentary, you coward. So I got to give him his props for that. I thought that was a funny line. Rio did really good in this too. I thought Rio looked good. Chris Statlander looked good. Yes. She was selling very well. And Sheeta is the standout for this. I love Sheeta, and I think Sheeta could be the AEW Women's Champion. I have one fear though. I think it's too soon for Sheeta to challenge for the title, unless you do a storyline of redemption later on.
Yeah, I think Nyla Rose should have this belt for a long time.
She's got to have it for at least a couple months.
I would say maybe go until what's the November show, the full year.
Yeah,
I'll keep it till then.
Yeah, no, I think she's going to get a long, dominant title reign. That's what worries me, though, that if Sheeta challenges too early, but the division's not that big either.
I mean, somebody's going to have to do it. It's either going to be her or...
I think the best of the best was in this match, too, for the women's division.
And I noticed something, too, like, you saw it was kind of awkward when Rio and Penelope were going at it.
Yeah.
And then when Rio and Sheeta were going at it, or Sheeta and Chris Statlander, it was a little bit more smooth. Like, consistency, because they worked with each other outside of this company and in here.
Rob, do we dare say what we said before we were on air? Is Sheeta not the most consistent women's wrestler?
I think Sheeta's the best in the division.
I'm saying the same thing. Sheeta's the best.
I love Sheeta.
Yeah.
No, you do.
Yeah. Sheeta's really good. I thought this was all right. Sheeta gets the win after she hit a driver on her. Good match.
It was kind of like a Michinoku driver, or Michinoku, but...
Michinoku driver! Yeah, but it was... I love the move, dude. It was good. Gets the victory. And I love, like I said, that they don't win with their finishers every single week. She didn't have to use the running knee this time. She just won with the driver. That was it.
But the only thing that kind of bothers me... Are anybody's finishers really established in the women's division besides like
Big Swole and Nyla Rose? I would say have established finishers.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Like who else has an established move?
Britt Baker with the lockjaw.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's an Chris Statlander has one. Now there's no name for it though, right?
The Big Bang Theory.
Is it Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, I was thinking of Keith Lee with the BBC. Anyway.
Big Bang Catastrophe.
Yeah, Big Bang Catastrophe. After the match, we get a little interview segment after Sheeta's getting the victory, and Colt Cabana's just talking about how he loves everything, and he was like, "Oh, Penelope, hey!" You know, Colt Cabana and his silliness. And Kip Sabian said, "Hey, what's your problem, man?" And they started jaw-jacking back and forth. Colt Cabana slapped him and said, "I'm a wrestler." And I laughed so hard. He's like, "Sir, I'm a wrestler." And
what was funny, too, it wasn't a worker slap. It was just like a, get out of here.
That's one of them, like, if I had money in my hand, I'd slap you with that. So you're going to get the same effect. Get out of here.
Let me read some quick comments from this before we move on. Queen said that she's been waiting to see Penelope featured on Wednesdays. No way Leva Bates is the Queen of Dark. She's always on the show in some form. This is true, Sean. Good point.
1-11 now?
Mm-hmm. Jeremy Harris, what's going on, brother? Good to have you in here. Sick asks, is Rio full-time now?
Don't know.
I'm wondering.
You know, I thought about that with her coming out here tonight.
She's been featured a lot more the last couple weeks.
Wait, she probably can't get back into Japan. That's a virus thing.
Touche. Maybe that's part of the reason. Sean Harrington said Awesome Kong will return and face Nyla Rose at All Out. I think that'd be a good matchup.
I don't know because they delayed taping on Glow.
Ooh, so they might. Oh yeah, because of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yo, this coronavirus is some bullshit.
Yeah, this is whack.
Speaking of,
wash your damn hands.
This is a big, swole public service announcement.
That should definitely be the next one.
What is your favorite finisher in AEW? Malik Murray just asked. Everybody got something here, real quick? Favorite finisher?
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm gonna go with the one winged angel. I hate when they say that. By the way, it's one winged angel.
Yeah, I hate when they say that. I'd have to say Paradigm Shift.
Oh, Brandon Anderson in the house, making a special appearance. Surprised you are still up.
What's up, old man?
Let's get into the next match. We had The Butcher and the Blade versus Jurassic Express in this one. I have to say, I like this match better this week than the 6-man tag from last week.
Yes.
I thought this was much better.
I liked everything about this except the ending.
If you guys were wondering where Marco Stunt was sick. Allie, I don't know where she was. I don't know if she couldn't get there or if she had other obligations or whatnot, but the bunny was not there tonight as well. MJF, I like this in the beginning that he gave money to the Butcher and Blade. Like, here's your bread.
He
Take
should get
care
a
of it.
refund.
Damn. This one, Jungle Boy becomes Babyface Apparel after the Miss Tope. Is that the end? At the end?
Yeah, it was. No, that wasn't the end. Who was it? I think the Blade was on the outside and Jungle Boy went to go for a dive. He was distracted by MJF and Wardlow. He missed the dive and then just started whooping his ass.
Yeah, that was definitely an awkward moment.
Like, there was a couple moments tonight where there was a babyface in peril in the tag team division. He was just like, when Cody in the main event, he was getting his ass beat for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Jungle Boy got it bad too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he definitely took the beating tonight. But Luchasaurus, when he got the hot take, Luchasaurus was the star tonight, I think.
Yeah.
He really stood out.
Luchasaurus stands out in every match he's in so far.
Still scaring me on those moonsaults. Yo, I think it's just because he's so long. I'm like, damn, dude, did he catch him or no? But I think it's just like, dude, this is the best I can do. You're like long as hell. I'm not catching you.
And I think that's the problem too, because with him being so tall, he doesn't get enough momentum to swing himself back. Like it's all like slow motion. It's like, I gotta force myself to get back there.
Yeah. Brandon just chimed in. He said it's hard to watch wrestling without a crowd for reactions.
See, I felt like they did a decent job tonight when they had some of the wrestlers in the crowd.
Yeah.
Listen, the best example I could give everybody is this, and some of you probably heard of it, some of you may have not. Go back and watch Rock Hogan WrestleMania 18. It's a great match, right? Watch it on mute without the crowd being in there. You'll have a completely different opinion of that match.
We've been to a couple indie shows too. What was that? MCW? It was like maybe 30, 40 people in the crowd.
Yeah, and it's just different. It's a different feel, but I like being closer too, though.
It's a more intimate
setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And Sick asks, hold on, had a thought, is the bunny kind of a ripoff of the Bunny and Bullet Club? I think they're completely different characters.
If they can put Allie in some of those outfits that they put, what's her name? Pater?
Yeah.
Man. You want to get your ratings back above 1 million?
Chill. Yeah, but this was a really good match. Luchasaurus stood out. His kicks were on point tonight.
Yes.
Everything he did was crisp, perfect. I have no complaints. I even and I have to give props to the Butcher and Blade. They definitely covered for some areas where a mistake could have been made, and he was like, nope, I got you, bro. Come on, let's do this. Mm-hmm. And they slammed themselves down, did everything perfectly. The match ends. I don't know if they have a finishing name for this, but
I think it's called Jurassic Express.
Really?
Yeah.
Picks him up, and then Jungle Boy hits like a diamond cutter kind of on him while he picks him up.
It's like a cutter face buster combo.
Yeah, it was nice. And then the sad part was, I think Jungle Boy was supposed to dive to the outside, or this was a joke for everybody because the Butcher was down.
Yeah.
Or not the Butcher. Was it the Butcher?
No, it was the Butcher.
Yeah, he was down and he didn't get up, and it was just like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he just ran outside and just stomped him real quick and then got in. But Jurassic Express pick up the needed victory.
Spots like that usually happen down in Mexico too. If you ever see you ever watch like an old Super Crazy match where he's going for a dive and they're not in position, he'll just hop out the ring and just kick you in the head. Like, get the hell up! What are you doing?
Right.
Hey man, that style is fast paced. But I thought this was really well done. Good win for Jurassic Express. Are the Butcher and Blade being wasted in your opinion?
I think they could still get a little bit more of a push, but I don't think they're being wasted.
I'm just glad to see them featured on TV because they put on decent matches.
I agree. And I think that them being associated with MJF as like his henchman is kind of a nice role. Yeah. You don't have to win every match. Your job is to injure them so I can...
I don't know, but do you think MJF can be damaged by association? Because they're not winning matches. I mean, he's winning matches, but...
What does he care? He's undefeated.
Yeah,
that's how I see. I just see MJF as his own thing, and they're just... I need you to do my bidding. Come here. Take the money.
They're like bad Joker goons.
True that.
I would definitely love to see them get a little bit more of a push.
And Sean Harrington, big shout out to Sean for bringing up the Impact relationship of the Bunny. I thought we discussed this before, but he brought up how the Bunny comes from the YouTube series The Bunny and the Demon with Allie and Rosemary.
I love that shit.
Go back and check the archives for Impact Wrestling.
Rosemary's one of my favorites too, man. I would love to see her come over.
Six said, "What's up with the hospital mugs?"
Wait, Rose.
Now, the hospital mug comes from when I had the intern. And Sick, I'm a big fan of big cups. I don't drink out of regular people cups, all right? I'm a big deal, so...
big man people got a big thirst.
That's right. So, I just like having the big cups. It's just better for me. How come no one's talking about his beer? Anywho.
Cup real big.
Man, it fresh. All right, I'm done. So, then we get the Dark Order promo. I don't even have to say another word, D. This could be your segment here.
I'm still sticking by the theory that they had to call an audible because our show got canceled. His travel got messed up.
Yeah,
my man was supposed to be there.
I mean, I can't speculate. I can't speak on things that I may not possibly know.
Speak on what happened with this one, D. They teased that the Exalted One is here. Daniels is calling BS. Was all of SCU there?
No.
Was it just
Scorpio wasn't there?
Scorpio wasn't there, yeah.
All right. Scorpio Sky wasn't there. He must have been busy eating some Southern Cali food, whatever he's doing.
Speaking of, you notice Sean Spears in the crowd? He had little takeout boxes, some Chinese food, whatever he had.
Sean Spears is the man for that.
Yeah.
So he comes out and he's like, "Oh no, the Exalted One's not real. Stop making this crap up." Blah 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 blah. And they say the Exalted One is real. And then I guess we'll call it the Tron, pans into a different video and we see a man, hooded figure. Now they fooled some people. I know they did because of the straps coming across the chest. Everyone's like, "It's Matt Hardy."
I noticed right away he was too tall.
He was too tall and his hands were too big instantly. And we knew from going to Rochester, that's the hometown of the person who was revealed as the Exalted One. Derek, who was the Exalted One?
Boy,
you could use his name that's banned one last time.
Luke Harper, a.k.a. Brody Lee.
Brody Lee is the Exalted One. Rob was impressed with the gear. He came back out with some gear.
Oh, because I remember a podcast he did a couple years ago. I don't think it was Jericho's, but he said something like, "Oh, I wrestle in a tank top and some jeans. I have gear made that I never get to use." So it was nice to see him in some gear.
That's right.
Sometimes you have to get away from wearing like the street clothes.
Not everyone should do it, I think, too.
Not everyone should do it, but they're like okay, you got Luke Harper. I would rather
we don't call him that name anymore.
Brody Lee, sorry.
Or the Exalted One.
Well,
you should know better.
Well, yeah, this is true. This is true. Brody Lee.
I'll give you a couple weeks to get used to it. It's fine.
Yeah. In any case, seeing him in some ring attire is actually different for me. I've never seen him in ring attire before because the first time I saw him was when he was in the Wyatt family.
Well, I remember he used to wear the same attire with the jeans and the beater when he was in Chikara and Ring of Honor.
Yeah. He used to wear the lumberjack right before.
Yeah. Speaking of, remember that what was it, 100 RPM airplane spin that Cesaro hit on him?
Yeah.
That was in Chikara, right?
Beast. Yeah, Cesaro was the man in that though, no matter what.
I'm sorry, Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio, please somebody save him too. Casey said, "Did you notice that Brody Lee had him in the position for Sister Abigail before his clothesline?"
Oh, we're gonna get there.
Oh yes, he did set up with the Sister Abigail, but pulled the person up and then hit his discus clothesline. I loved it. I thought that was very smart of him, and I felt like it was a tribute to Bray. Like, thank you for all that you did. I'm taking over this because of what you gave to me. Boom.
Hold on, we missing the line of the night.
What?
What do you say? You're not the first. I wrote it down.
Oh. Daniels, this is the first out of touch old man not to believe in him.
Yeah, I thought that was a good dig.
That was great.
Yeah, because we've been singing his praises for years, even though he hated on Buffalo.
Poor VKM. Yeah. And you know what, Brody Lee? You know I'm calling you Luke Harper for this. Don't you ever talk bad about the Buffalo Sabres. I know our record sucks right now, but...
Hey, there's no hockey, so it don't count.
Yeah.
We in first place.
That's right. Get out of here. You're a Toronto fan. Tired of hearing that. But let's see here. Casey, yeah, it was pretty cool. Shout out to Wyatt. Sean thought it was dope, too. Thomas says they couldn't have done both reveals tonight the way they did if there had been an audience. Well done working with the circumstances. Yeah, I thought it was very well done, and we'll talk about the other one later. R-Dub said he believes Brody Lee was the right choice.
I agree.
We had some different discussion in the group. I know someone messaged me from the group and said that they thought it should have been a different person. I disagree with that. I think Brody Lee knocked that shit off. I think that it should have been someone else. Sonny, what's going on? Good to see you in here. Poor VKM, man. He's getting trashed right now in the chat. He deserved it, though. Yeah, and then We Are One. Is the Dark Order a force to be reckoned with, or now is this just they're bound to lose?
See, they started a We Are One chant, and I hope they don't get treated like the Nexus did.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I hope not.
Too soon. After this, we get a nice promo package here with Jake the Snake and Lance Archer. They're talking about a faux Caesar with Cody Rhodes, and his picture was hanging on like a tree, or was it a shed?
Oh, you're skipping ahead.
What?
You're skipping ahead. They did the promo first, and then they went to the video package.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Look, Jake the Snake comes out, talks his old man shit. He says, I heard you and your boys out here bitching, and
he said bitching like little girls.
Yeah.
Hey,
you
should go ahead.
He should have left it. He heard you and your boys out here bitching like little bitches. That's what it should have been.
They might be over on their curse words for the night. I blame Chuck E. T.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, it's anarchy right now. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, this is wild. So
FCC building is closed due to the virus.
I jumped ahead a little bit. So then they cut to Lance Archer being outside in the woods, which was kind of different. They were in it looked like the South, some backwoods. They had like a ring set up, and Lance Archer is out there basically pummeling heads.
The little hillbilly girl looked pretty good. The little ring girl they had.
She did.
Look,
she was jive cute, man.
I don't know about the I don't know what's the proper term for that guy. Fake hornswoggle they had out there.
Oh, little guy?
Yeah. They had like a what's the little person, I guess?
Vertically challenged individual.
Yes, he was out there kind of being the ring announcer as well, kind of talking and narrating part of it. Lance Archer looked like a beast, though. Jake the Snake sitting back in like one of those old broken down wooden chairs, just sitting back like enjoying it. It was different. I thought it was a good way though to get Lance Archer over by producing a video that didn't really have too much talking in it.
Right. Oh. Then they had our boy at the end.
We have that written down. So afterwards, it's like a battle royal showcase. Everybody jumped in the ring, and they're all laid out. Lance Archer standing tall.
You know what it kind of looked like, though, before you go any further? Remember the end of Lucha Underground, what they call that match? The 20-man Royal Rumble thing they did?
Yeah.
Remember he was like, Matanza was standing up all the bodies and stuff like that. It kind of looked like that. Like, he just left his... He left his
victims laid out. Yeah, they did a really good job with that. And after the showcase is all over and he's standing there, he gets out of the ring and Lance Archer commits vehicular... I can't read Rob's notes because Rob always writes some extra shit in there that's not supposed to be in there.
Yo, it makes sense what I put, though, man. He committed vehicular assault.
Thank you.
Vehicular assault. The love child of...
Drake Maverick and Mitchell...
Drake Maverick and Mitchell from Modern Family, who also kind of looks like Seth Green.
Exactly.
Yeah, yo, we were like, is that Mitchell from Modern Family? As soon as we saw that dude come out, he got slammed onto that car. It looked really good though.
It did.
So kudos to them for that. Big thumbs up.
They established him as a beast, and I know he's gonna be facing Cody soon. They shouldn't beat him in his first match like they did with Wardlow.
No.
Wardlow one made sense. This one won't.
I think you could have this continue. So I think the MJF feud can be like, what's the best way I can put this?
It'll be
Triple H
ridiculous.
and The Rock. You could always come back to Cody and MJF, but I think right now you need to establish Lance Archer as a star. I think Cody could take some L's right now. He's all right. Malik Murray just asked, can Cody fight for the AEW World Championship? No. As of right now, no is the answer.
I'm still maintaining he's an EVP and he can do whatever he wants.
Sean Harrington said this will help them a bit. They look like they could beat Omega and Page. He's talking about the Dark Order for that one. And he said no, Cody can't fight for the title. Jericho even mentioned that. Let's see here. Casey said, pretty sure the little person is an actual wrestler as well. I think not positive though. PR Nightmare said, I just went to go watch the Brody Lee part. He did have that Matt Hardy jacket look to him. Yeah, it was something very different. So we get matches announced for next week. We know that there's going to be a lumberjack match with Luchasaurus and Wardlow. I can't wait.
You know what? I felt like that rivalry has been kind of like dumbed down a little bit. Like they didn't. It wasn't like really touched upon for like a good minute.
I think they've teased a lot of big man matchups by having them get in each other's face, and they're trying to make sure that it's the right pairing.
You see, even with that, if the next week's show is going to be an empty arena too, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but pretty sure it will be.
A bunch of the shows are already canceled.
With that one being a lumberjack match, though, I feel like that's going to add to the ambiance again. You guys should get some reactions out there. You can hear like the heels and the faces going after whoever gets landed on the outside.
Listen, I respect both companies' efforts in doing these empty arena shows. This sucks. Like, it's got to be tough
for everybody involved, man.
Yeah. So, Luchasaurus, Wardlow, I'm interested in that one. I want to see what these guys are able to pull off. We then also remember that we got the parking lot brawl next week, Best Friends, Lucha Bros, and we also have the Blood and Guts match. So
that parking lot brawl is going to remind me of remember that John Cena Eddie Guerrero match for the U.S. title?
The good old days.
I hope they do it like when they surround everybody with the cars.
Reminds me of what's that movie? Lionheart.
Peace.
Nice.
Peace. Sammy comes out with the cue cards. Rob, did you write down every part of the cue cards?
I tried to, but it's really not important.
Yeah. He just talks about everything that's going to happen. Did we miss the part with Moxley? Moxley had a little short part in all of this where he came out. He's still driving the same car that he stole from Jericho.
Hey, so his car was given to him.
I like the continuity. He's still driving the car, but he said he was not medically cleared tonight, and he said he does what he wants when he wants.
He's never been medically cleared.
This is probably a fact.
His whole career.
Yeah, so they brag about putting Moxley on the shelf. He shouts out Santana and Ortiz. Sammy getting the cue cards keeps him relevant and everything, and I think he is he's really good. And I'll talk about some of the stuff at the end if I remember with him.
Sammy should be thankful for this virus because I know Darby was coming for him.
Oh, yeah.
Where Casey at? Darby Allin. It's coming for you.
Now we had Jericho come out, the Le Champion, in the main event matchup, which is going to be the Elite. 3 people from the Elite versus 3 people from the Inner Circle. Winner gets the advantage going into the Blood and Guts match. Trying not to say the W word.
It's called the Match Beyond.
Yeah, the Match Beyond, Blood and Guts, whatever. It doesn't matter. We get it. Jericho's out on commentary. Jericho did a great job on commentary tonight, telling people to shut their ass and all types of stuff.
I love when Jericho came out and Sammy was in the crowd with the one-man microphone singing the song.
Yeah, he was so off at the end.
Annoying little douche.
So good. Donnie, you better be watching this.
The Spanish God.
So, representing the Elite, we had Cody, Matt Jackson, and Hangman
and Wash Page.
I hate you.
That's what he put.
I know. And what did it say? Social distancing since November?
Yeah.
Hangman Page versus PMP and Jake Hager. Cody is getting his ass beat in this match, is what Rob put down in the notes. Corner isolation
Cody got
game was
his ass
strong.
for like 10 minutes straight.
He's the babyface, though. They got to do that.
He could have threw a punch or something.
So yeah, something, dude. He could have caught somebody with something.
Yeah. This is 6 that Moxley's too tall for that car, too.
Yeah, he is.
Shit. Hornswoggle's too tall for that car. Low to the earth.
Peace.
Ooh, probably similar to an ant because I'm low to the earth.
Little Paul Wall, baby. People's champ. Cody gets the beat down in all of this. Matt and Paige start to coexist a little bit in this. They've been going back and forth, middle fingers to the face. They don't like each other. I don't know what the beef is. Stop it. So eventually they set up going for the Indie Taker. So Matt Jackson has the tombstone position ready. Hangman Page is about to flip up. I don't know if he's going to try and do the flip over or what the plan is, or if he's going to try and do the buckshot lariat. But he ends up getting his foot grabbed by Jake Hager, busts his face on the apron.
He sold that well, too.
He did.
It looked like he smacked hard.
Yeah, you guys jump. And then Santana reverses out of this and rolls up Matt Jackson for the 1-2-3. PNP and Hager get the dub. Where my boys at? So they get the victory. We all knew going into this that the heels had to get the advantage, right?
Yes.
Like, there's no other way.
That's how these matches work, man. You gotta build the drama.
Then afterwards, Jericho gets on the microphone. There's like 5 minutes left. Jericho gets on the microphone. He just starts running his mouth. He said all the AEW fans are banned next week for he doesn't want any Pumpkinhead dipshits there. he just went in on everybody. And he said, look at you guys. You don't have enough people. And no offense, very mature of them to count down. Like, we've got 5 and you guys don't. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. And then the middle finger for the 1. I was like, grow up. Come on, guys. And they're talking about how they don't have the man advantage. But then all of a sudden you start hearing this.
There's a buzzing.
Can anybody do a buzz for me? Go ahead, Derek.
Nah.
That sounds like a cell phone.
You sound like the intern. He's over in the playpit.
But you hear the buzzing noise, and all of a sudden you start to see what are those? A drone coming in. Who else would it be? It's Vanguard 1. Instantly, I knew. I was like, oh yeah.
He had the biggest grin on his face.
Yes, oh yeah. Listen, I'm a huge favorite was from, if you guys watch Free the Delete, Matt Hardy asked the Young Bucks to bury him.
Well, they were giving out every idea they pitched, got him a week off of TV. What kind of crap is that?
True. Rob, this message is for you because I saw what you wrote trying to troll me. That's a little insider joke there. But Matt Hardy is going to be the 5th man. Blood and Guts should be good. I don't know what they're going to do, though. It's going to feel so weird with no crowd there, you know?
If they do what they did tonight, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah. If
I don't know how they're going to set it up, though, because they're probably going to do it from dailies as well, right?
Right, but think about this. They didn't lose any revenue from having the 2 rings this time.
Yeah.
But it's fun, though. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. Does Matt Hardy get replaced in this?
No.
In this match?
Yeah. I'm just wondering, does he get taken out, too? I thought Moxley was going to be the perfect fit in there for the promo. They've got me good on that. I'm not going to front. Until I saw Vanguard 1 come out, I really thought that they were going to have this locked up.
They got to deliver on this one.
Yeah, I don't think he gets replaced.
See, Sean Harrington just said the exact same thing I was talking about. He said, as exciting as it was to see Matt Hardy, I expected Moxley to take the last spot, and Matt was going to announce Blood and Guts live from the Hardy compound.
If that could work.
And they definitely have the option to do that going forward. Like, yeah, we'll just put on a show from the Hardy compound, let it rock.
But then you got to think about it, too. Something could come up with unnecessary travel between now and then.
Mm-hmm. This is true. They have options, though, for some of these shows going forward. We don't know how long this is going to be. But live chat, you know what time it is. Was this show a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Derek, we'll go to you first. The hell is that? It's a claw, bro. Thumbs up. All right, thumbs up from D.
Yeah, the second one from me. Thumbs up just for the effort alone.
Exactly.
Thumbs up for the Trey. Yeah, I'm definitely going to agree with you guys. I thought this was a good show, but I think this was even better than last week's show. Not going to front.
Yeah, this one was a step up from last week.
Prince Lock said Matt Hardy's AEW theme is kind of trash to me, but don't tell Rebby that. Oh, you don't want it with Rebby on Twitter. Casey said huge thumbs up from him. Matt's theme is the theme he used in TNA, laugh out loud. R-Dub said thumbs up. Chris, I don't know if that's a high five or...
No, that's the Dark Order.
Sean Harrington said thumbs way up. So, good show. Good show. Not mad at it. Now, I'm going to take a second here to address the WrestleMania stuff real quick with you guys. The one time we could finish early, we got to talk WrestleMania because there was breaking news while we were watching this and everything else. First and foremost, Rob Gronkowski, the host of WrestleMania.
For 2 days.
Go ahead, Rob. I really...
The Patriots
fan. Where's Tom? All right, I'm sorry, no football talk. But
6 rings chilling in Florida.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm a Bills fan. You gotta face reality, man.
I won't talk about the asterisk one. So
4 rings wasted.
Anyway,
come on, man. I was on your side for a second.
I'm just saying.
He's done.
I had to do it to him.
No, he's done. Rob Gronkowski's gonna host this. I have fears of him doing this. They have to let him be himself, and that's act a fool.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think he has to be himself, or he's gonna not enjoy this at all.
He's not gonna enjoy it, bro. Because you think Vince is really gonna let him do that shit?
And here's the weird thing. So WrestleMania is gonna be done over 2 nights. New Japan says hello. They're gonna do it over 2 nights. Rob, what do you think of this? Do you think NXT's on this card? Same thing for you, live chat.
I feel like NXT, they're probably gonna do their big matches throughout these weeks in these empty arena shows. Maybe get 1 or 2 per week. This sucks.
Go ahead.
The whole situation just sucks. And as far as WrestleMania goes, I really feel bad for people like Rhea Ripley, Drew McIntyre, Shayna Baszler, who are making their debuts and were probably going to win or retain titles on the biggest stage of them all. And not to say that the moment was ripped away from them, but as far as the actual atmosphere of the whole event was just...
Yeah, the atmosphere.
And the main thing was watching that Rhea Ripley promo from a couple weeks ago where she was touring the stadium. You could tell how much it actually meant to her. It wasn't just a gimmick.
Go ahead, sick.
I don't know, man. You know us, man. We usually take time off. We make a whole weekend out of this. WrestleMania weekend is that's our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can still salvage this. I already said what we should do.
What's that?
Oh, you didn't see it?
We're not doing this right now.
Oh,
This will be a conversation for after.
Off the record.
Yeah. We'll see what we're gonna do for this. We got to figure it out. But according to Ryan Satin and Pro Wrestling Sheet, give him his credit, he said that a lot of these matches are gonna be taking place from multiple locations. That's gonna be very different.
But how are they gonna do that though?
They did WrestleMania 2, 3 different locations.
I know what I'm saying, but how are they are they gonna tape these matches throughout the week or?
They could.
They're gonna cut to different feeds in different locations because once again that brings up the whole unnecessary travel thing. They're down in Florida. I know they had a lot of cases down there.
Right. I don't know how you make this feel big though. Do you guys think WrestleMania should have been postponed?
Yes.
Given the circumstances, yes.
Because you have too much. You have too much on the plate that you have to figure out now. You have too much on the plate that you can't clear.
Time out. I have to address something in the chat. I don't know who started. I think it was Malik who said something about the Briscoe Shed appearing in AEW. Because I keep seeing Sean Harrington said Jay and Mark Briscoe have nothing left to prove in ROH. I think he feels like they should go to New Japan or AEW or hell even NWA.
I kind of agree with that. The Briscoes have been...
I don't know, man. After that whole Twitter controversy with Jay Briscoe...
Yeah, they blew it because he could have went to NXT, I think.
I feel like he's lucky to still have a job in ROH.
Given
the time that happened.
Yeah. R-Dub said NXT won't be on the card except for Ripley and Charlotte. Prince Rockstar said NXT needs to be on the card. I agree with him. Casey says, I literally could not care less about WWE. They suck. Gronk sucks. If it's all a wet fart to him. Drew. Sean says he feels like they're going to hold off on Drew right now because there's no crowd there. WWE made me care about nothing, PR Nightmare said. Damn. 6 at WrestleMania ain't going to hit the same with no crowd. The product is struggling as is. Prince Rockstar said Drew needs to win. Okay. R-Dub said yes, but Vince ain't losing to no virus. Damn.
And he beat God in the tag team match. You know damn about no virus.
Yeah, this is true. Everyone's bringing up some solid points about all of this, but I will say this. WWE did not ask for this. WWE will bring millions of dollars into your city if they bring WrestleMania 2 there. I know Rob went with me for one. Donnie's been to me with another. I went to 29 and 33 for WrestleMania, and look, I've never went back and watched WrestleMania 29. I barely want to unless you guys pick it for a retro review. I promise you, I probably don't want to go back and review it. I know it's going to happen one day, but I'm just like, damn, bro. I just can't. And WrestleMania 33, I don't think I've ever went back and watched anything other than the Hardy Boys coming out and Undertaker Roman at the end because of what I thought it meant at the time.
See, 33, though, we had a pretty shitty experience at that stadium towards the end.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. I'll save that for a review
Campbell
one
World
day.
Stadium can suck it.
Yeah. But I've went to Mania, and WrestleMania is something I think every wrestling fan should experience at least one time. I know you're probably like, dude, you're crazy, it's a waste of money, the card sucks. Maybe. But I think you need to experience it one time. Rob could tell you, when we went to 29, I remember we met the dude who was dressed up like Ultimate Warrior. This dude was like a huge jack dude, dressed up like Warrior, and I was just like, dude, this dude is a crazy wrestling fan. It's cold as hell in New York, and this dude is out here rocking Warriors gear.
You didn't see Waldo getting arrested?
Yeah, we saw Waldo. Waldo, dude. The cop was like, "What are you doing?"
Finally found him.
Rick Rude. When I went the one time, the dude had the Rick Rude mustache with the tights on, with the bodysuit.
Yeah, you remember 33? We looked down in the crowd. They were having that fan match with the who was it?
We were right by there.
Stone Cold, Bret Hart.
Yeah, Stone Cold, Bret,
Warrior.
Those were the dudes from New York City who do all the dancing and all that. But, dude, it's wild. Like, you meet wrestling fans just like you from all over the world. If you're crazy enough to be in here for a YouTube stream to talk pro wrestling, these are the exact same people you want to be around. They watch all the same stuff you do. They know all the YouTubers and everything else. So it's a great experience for it. Let me see here. NXT talent need to be on Mania. Let's see. R-Dub says, I went to WrestleMania 23 and watched it completely for the first time a year ago. That was probably a nice experience. I know I don't want to watch 29, though. Prince Rockstar said, I'm not going to WrestleMania until Triple H takes over. Like I said, at the end of the day, you need to just do it one day.
Triple
I'm
H
telling
ain't
you.
taking over, man. He got quietly demoted, remember?
Man, that ain't no demotion. They're probably trying to get him more corporate experience. That's what I was thinking as soon as I read it. Everyone's like, he got demoted.
I think Shane's still in the spot.
Nah, dude. I think... Listen, that's got to be the storyline after Shane versus Triple H for his father's company.
Nelson says we should have went to the one in East Rutherford. I'm sorry, man. Life came up, bro.
He could have went.
Yo,
it was a bad time. I'm sorry.
Man, stuff was happening.
Yeah. So it's all different, man. And hopefully one day we can go again. I love traveling. I like to go to the warmer cities though. Like I told myself, I'll never go to New York City again. Like it was too cold.
They're taking to Vegas. We there.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Vegas.
I kind of want to go to a Double or Nothing or something one day too, just to go to Vegas, have an excuse just to play blackjack one time. Not that I gamble. Anywho, boys, I got nothing else to add. Does anybody have something they'd like to say about Mania weekend? I know that we're going to try and do the reviews. There's no Hall of Fame. There's no NXT TakeOver. Stuff's going to be scattered. I don't know what Raw the next night's going to look like, if they're going to have like these big shows or what they're going to do. But
my main thing is it sucks for everybody involved.
I'm sorry, I just read 6 comment. Shane and his sneakers can go fuck himself. That's terrible. Original Biggie said New Jersey. The shadow of New York. Yeah. And I agree with R-Dub. It will be in Vegas. I think at the show after, unless they do a makeup for Tampa, I think Vegas gets the next Mania out West Coast. Everybody's showing love to you, Rob. PR Nightmare said he loves you still.
I know it.
R-Dub said he'll do the Hall of Fame SummerSlam weekend. They are doing it in Boston, if people are curious. That's the new rumor right now. According to Georgia Smith, is when they're going to induct her dad.
See, I feel like they should have...
They should move some... I think they should give the Hall of Fame to... I think WrestleMania has too many activities during that weekend. Like
Hall of Fame shouldn't have a crowd.
No.
Or shouldn't have fans, I should say.
Yeah, I agree, because the chants are a little too much.
Somebody tried to tackle Bret Hart last year.
Yeah, get rid of that, and I think let the wrestlers talk a little bit. Like, I felt bad Ric Flair was getting, like, rushed off the stage. I'm like, yo, this dude's got, like, a wealth of knowledge. Let this man talk real quick.
Right.
But he would have been up there for, like, 4 hours, too. That would have been a DVD itself.
With that.
Yeah. Sean Harrington said, I went to TakeOver New Orleans and TakeOver New York last year, and the other smaller shows, I didn't bother to go to Mania at all last year.
Oh, damn.
That says a lot, though, that if you went to the TakeOver shows. Yeah.
What we did take over Orlando and take over Toronto.
Yeah, I've been to Orlando and Toronto. I felt weird about those, too. Like, I felt like they're both just like, okay. You know, but New Orleans, greatest takeover of all time, so I can't be mad.
There's Donnie.
There's Donnie. Donnie says, F the virus. Hopefully you don't have it.
Hey, Donnie, guess what? They're all gone. Where were you?
Let's end this stream, though, guys. This will be the first time I think we went under an hour for AEW. We will be back next week. There's going to be a podcast in between all of this. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Probably a retro review. I'll figure out something coming up this weekend. I may review some of the Viceland, what is the season 2 stuff too. I've been thinking about
Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring.
If you do, I'm in on that.
I
got nothing but time right now.
The Chris Benoit stuff, I want to kind of get into that. So maybe on Tuesdays I'll review those. We don't know how long this is going to go for, but every Wednesday you'll catch the AEW Dynamite review on this channel. And pay-per-views and stuff, we're still going to come up with our reviews. We're trying to hang in there for you guys, and hopefully we kept you entertained. The COVID virus sucks. Be kind to one another, and
wash your damn hands. These hands.
Stop putting that Dark Order hand up. Thank you guys though so much. I appreciate you, live chat. We are out. Peace.
Are you looking for the newest and hottest in the world of pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 6,000 hours of the best events from over 150 of your favorite promotions from 20 different countries around the globe. Brands like Progress Wrestling, Evolve Wrestling, Combat Zone, Defy, PCW Ultra, PWX, Over the Top, Shine, and hundreds of others with fresh content added every day for only $5.99 per month. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
Everything Pro Wrestling, it's your boys from the Everything College Basketball Podcast and Facebook group. I'm Josh Burton, letting you all know that if you like the college game, that there's only one spot to come find all you need to know.
Yep, Josh, Peyton, and myself, Tyler. We are the three voices of ECB podcast and Facebook group. Peyton, tell them where they can find us and listen to us at.
Well, Tyler, you can find us on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and all other podcast hosting sites. Also, go join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups like Everything College Basketball. So if you want everything you need to know about the collegiate game or have a passion for it, there's only one spot that you need to check out on a weekly basis or a daily basis with the Facebook group. That's Everything College Basketball. Now let's get back to Conrad informing you on everything pro wrestling and the workings around it.
Brother.